Hello, I'm Robert Knowles.
And I'm Richard Simpson.
And today we're just going to give a quick test of us actually live streaming on this channel, making sure that everything is connected and working. And I can see by us having people in the chat. Thank you. We expected to be broadcasting to an empty house. So thank you all for joining us. Bird of Prey 5, Darth Haster, Pflugerville, Jeff Franklin, V-Star, welcome. Thank you. Jitsi, welcome. Jedi Bill 797, thank you so much for all you joining us. We're just going to quickly give you a rundown of what to expect coming up on the channel. A couple of new things coming in October and what we plan to do to finish out September. Richard, I'll let you take it.
Okay, for starters, do you know we've been doing the Vimy Ridge thing? We've got 2 more episodes at least of the Vimy Ridge.
Yes.
We cover the battle coming next Friday.
Yes.
And then we cover more of the battle the following Friday.
Yes, when they take the final hill.
And then we're going to move on to
the second battle of the Somme.
That's the one. I got it right down here, and I had it right here and spilled water on it and went nuts. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
But yay! Yeah. So we're gonna move to the second battle of the Somme because that is one of the big battles that the United States took part in World War II or World War I. Sorry.
Yes.
As you can tell, it's early. So we're gonna go from Vimy Ridge, which was one of Canada's biggest battles of World War I, straight into the second battle of the Somme, which was heavily fought by the United States.
Yes. After that, we've already got plans. We're going to be doing 2 new little features for our channel starting in October. The first one is going to be live from the History with R&R newsroom. It's going to be more of a radio type broadcast along the lines of You Are There, which is a 1947-1948 radio series on CBS. Give you a little background of that. And you can see them on my other channel or listen to them on my other channel. They sent the CBS news crew and wrote scripts about actually being on site in historic events. For instance, the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, the last day of Pompeii. One of the ones that I was doing was Napoleon's return from Elba after he was exiled the first time. We're going to be doing something like that. The first one is going to be the attack on Pearl Harbor. We're going to actually pretend like we were going to be there, and it's going to be a fun one. And
yes,
we're going to have
and Bird, don't worry. Unlike CBS, we're going to do it well.
Well, there's that
you know, so those shows will have little cameos from people within the community. So you'll have fun trying to guess who voiced what, and because they obviously won't be on camera, so you'll have fun trying to guess who was. You'll have to. You'll have fun guessing who's doing the voiceovers for certain parts. And Bird of Prey 5 says nothing spells fun like Pearl Harbor.
Well, actually, this is going to be. We say it's going to be fun because it's going to be. We're going to be actually reporting this as if we're there, actual news reporters. We've already talked to, oh God, you'll love my Emperor Hiroshita. Okay.
Uh-oh.
We've already dropped the plans on one of our guest voices.
Yes, he's well aware.
Yeah. And we're changing the plan there. A little bit, but not much.
Yeah, he's getting more lines.
and
which
more
I have
time.
to write yet. So yeah, this should be fun.
And the other thing we're going to be working on is a weekly live or a bi-weekly live stream.
Bi-weekly live stream, because what will happen is the radio show will take time to edit, get together with people to put it all together. So we're giving a 2-week time period to be able to put each show together so that we're not scrambling, and then we can do as much as we want and be as creative as we want with this. So on the alternate week that we won't have the radio broadcast on the Tuesdays, because they will start dropping, the rotation will start October the 6th, will be the first Pearl Harbor radio show. And then the following week will be a live stream. And they'll probably be about an hour and a half, and it'll just be where Richard and I pick a topic and just kind of go over a very brief history on it. Sometimes it'll have to do with some of what we're doing on the Fridays, and sometimes it'll be something completely different. And it'll just be, it'll also give us an opportunity. One thing we were thinking of doing was reaching out to people in the community that have served, and maybe bringing them on and interviewing them if they were part of certain battles or certain events in our recent history. So I thought that would be kind of cool. So we're going to be talking about that. And so that'll be the live stream that will alternate with the radio show. But that way we have 2 weeks to prep for each radio show, because they're going to be rather labor intensive.
Yeah.
So I want to be able to give myself enough time and enough wiggle room to be able to get things done.
Let me go on record as saying this, okay? The original idea for History with R&R was all Canucks, or all Roberts, okay? And the way we do that, just like we're doing here, was all Robert's idea. And then I went, hey, let's do this. And Robert banged his head against the desk. And he got back with me about a week later and said, oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I've got a framework. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. I got this. Yeah, so, you know, I'm a master of my own insanity, I guess.
I came up with the idea, and the beauty of it is, hi, Fred, you get to make it work.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Here's the wheels, and I think this is an assembly to a box. Figure it out.
Here's how this works. Richard is an idea man. Robert's got to make it work.
Yeah. I'm a schmuck that's got to make it work. Yeah. Oh, well. So, but I'm very pleased with the response we've gotten from the first 2 videos that we did on Vimy. Vimy for me is something that I think a lot of Canadians need to remember, because a lot of them forget, and it's annoying, because it was really our coming of age, as I said in the video. So going through this has been really awesome, and it's even taught me a few things I didn't even know about it. And spoiler, in the next video, there is a aspect to the battle that I didn't even know, and it'll surprise a lot of people. But you'll have
that I found
on Friday to figure that one out.
Is that news story I found?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a shocker.
Yes. So it will be very interesting for those that to watch, because it's something that I didn't even know. And yeah, it was kind of shocking to me. And Pflugerville says, so this is the Bob and Dick show? Well, technically, if I go by my middle name, it's the Dick and Dick show. But, you know.
I resemble that remark.
But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. We want to share. Okay. The whole idea of our history with R&R is that we're going to cover topics that have probably been covered before, but we're going to do it in our own little way. The the whole idea of the radio program was mine. Anybody who watches my other channel knows that I love radio, and it sounded so good, and it sounded like it belonged here.
Well, that and I have a face for radio, so it works for me.
I keep getting told that I have a face for radio and a voice for newsprint. So,
but so we're really looking forward to the next couple of weeks, and also once the radio show launches, I'm hoping that it'll be as fun as we envision it to be. The topics are going to be somewhat serious at times, but we're hoping to bring a little bit of humor to it, because Fridays, let's face it, are going to be very information heavy. As you've probably noticed, we're taking 4 videos to tell about one battle, so they're a little information heavy on the Fridays. So we were hoping to counterbalance with the radio show to be something where you learn a little bit about history, but you get a couple of laughs while you're doing it.
If you don't get laughs out of it, you get a different. Like you said, the information heavy stuff is exactly that. But this is going to be, it's going to be more immersive into the history. In that, I can read my newspaper things all day long, and if you've watched our first 2 videos, you know that's what I do. But the radio thing is going to be making it sound like we're actually there and reporting on it. Okay, we're going to be going to a lot of points in history when we do this.
Yes, and it's not going to be just war based. There's going to be other moments. There's a few ones I want to do. There's a few ones that Richard wants to do.
I'm so looking forward to getting our Winston Churchill up here.
Oh, absolutely. That one will be good. And it'll be interesting to see if anybody picks out who it is. That one will be fun.
And to give you an idea, now this is a rough, wow, let's not try and put that in front of the camera. This is a rough idea of what's coming up on the information side of History with R&R. Again, the second Battle of the Somme is going to be October, because we're going to have probably 4 or 5 episodes on that one. And then the Rise of Mussolini. I'm going to cover Stalin, Edward VIII, Churchill, and Armistice Day. Hopefully, we'll get to Armistice Day right around Armistice Day.
Yeah.
What a novel idea.
That would be good timing. And considering we do the schedule, I think we can arrange that.
Something like that.
Or I do the schedule. Somebody does the schedule.
Yeah, I hear this. I get a Discord message. Richard, can you record today? Yeah.
Cool.
I guess. No, we're not playing this by the seat of our pants here or anything.
Oh, no. This is meticulously planned out and organized. And anybody that knows our other channels know that is an absolute full of it.
Didn't I just see Maury Povich in here?
Results are in, and that's a lie.
Something like that. But we want to. Our goal is to cover history and do something that. Okay, let's face it. If you look at my subscription list, I subscribe to 40 history channels, at least.
Yep.
Okay, history is done on YouTube. Maybe we'll cover something that hasn't been covered before, or maybe we'll cover it in a different way, and that's what our goal is.
Or correctly. I mean,
let's not go there. Something I heard one time is that, and if you're learning about history from YouTube, don't take it from one source.
No.
Okay? Because for some reason, there's always a little bias in the way it's reported. Now, a lot of the videos that we do, my side of it is taken from newspapers. So when you see me talking on the other show, it's because I'm reading the bias of the newspaper people.
Yes.
So
and
cannot
it's
be
really interesting to see where the articles come from.
Oh yeah,
that's been one of the fun things behind the scenes for me is picking out where articles are coming from. Because with Vimy, I think we had one in Alabama, and I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, yeah.
Why is there an article in Alabama about the Canadians going to war here?
The one I have in my hand right here is from from Manchester, England. There was one from Philadelphia, Alabama. There was another one I picked up. It was from Oklahoma. Ironically, it was very hard to find anything in newspapers about the Battle of Vimy Ridge before the Battle of Vimy Ridge in any Canadian newspaper.
Yes. Go figure.
I'm sure that will change when we get to this week's episode.
Yes, that will change.
So I'm going to pick Canadian newspapers if I can. I have access to a lot of them. And since I paid the bill just last week, I should be able to access them. But we just want to share with you what's coming up, what our plans are. We do have three different kinds of shows planned. The regular show is once a week. The radio show will be every other week, and a live stream every other week. I also
want to just throw in there, in the comment sections of the videos, if you ever come up with something that you want us to cover, throw it in the comment section, and I will do my best to either put it on maybe one of the radio shows or one of the live streams where it's just us talking about a certain topic for a while. But we're more than willing to and open to suggestions on places in history that you would like to know more on, or you would like us to explore.
My daily blog that I've been neglecting lately is about transportation history. And I have asked my audience, what do you want me to cover? The difference between this and my blogs is that if I come up with an idea, I run it by Robert. On my blog, it's, what am I going to talk about today? Well, let's look this up. That sucks. Let's look this up. This sucks. There are a lot of things that in history that you just, one of the things that my blog does is that I'll go and look for an idea. Oh, this sounds like a good idea. And then I'll go through the newspapers and go, oh, that's more interesting. Let's run with that. And we're always going to be looking for ideas. We can't think of everything.
Yeah, and one of the things I'm really looking forward to is the soap opera that was The Traitor King. We're a couple of months away from that, but that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that should be.
Because just how much is still not revealed and sealed and shall not be spoken of is amazing.
What is going on in the chat?
Well, I believe Jedi Bill, Jeff Franklin, Colin Smith, and are having a conversation.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is amazing because, to be honest, folks, we were sitting backstage when we were getting this ready. And after I came up with the brilliant idea, well, let's roll with, since Short Attention Span Theater ended early, let's roll with a test run of a live stream. So this was all put together within the last, hour. And we both went, we're going to have absolutely nobody in the chat. So we can pretty much ramble about anything we want. And I am shocked and
Humbled and grateful, yes.
humbled that you all showed up. And it means a lot to me that you guys would be here. And
yeah. Hey, NB Geeks. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting project, and Robert and I so far only have one head injury from beating our heads against the desk.
yes, and the other 6 he doesn't know about. It's when he drops an idea. Let's do this, and then I think about how much time I'm going to be spent in editing. Usually it revolves a head injury. And then I come around.
That's what friends are for. Who are we kidding?
Yeah. And Colin P. Smith says, depending on how far back and how wide you want to go, you can probably find something for any day.
Yes. It's funny because when it came to ideas for the blog, Mrs. Doom. Okay, sorry. My wife had mentioned that I could just pick up a newspaper, find a transportation story on this day in history, and run with it. And it's finding things. I mean, I could do that all day long with any of the topics we're doing. That'll give us 365 videos at least.
No, at least, yeah.
Could be kind of interesting finding something for February 29th, but hey,
Yeah.
always worth a try.
Yeah. There's got to be a joke paper out there somewhere. Somebody had to be a smart ass at some point.
Colin, to answer your thing there, it's nearly 1 p.m. there. Actually, normally I would be on the Short Attention Span Theater right now, but so it's getting close to bedtime for me because I normally work nights, and well, Robert never sleeps apparently.
I do, just in spurts.
But we wanted to share this, and we wanted to give you guys a heads up of what's coming up because you have shown so much interest in what we're doing that we wanted to let you guys know this is what we're going to be doing.
And, you know, like if you, I want to throw this out there too. In videos coming up, I'm going to throw out my Twitter in the description and Richard's Twitter in there as well. And if you know that, you know, if you decided that you want to be in one of the radio shows because you think they're funny and they're cool, shoot us a message.
Oh yeah. When we get to the live streams, obviously one of the live streams is going to cover one of the hosts' experience in Desert Storm.
Yes,
as it is.
And he'll be able to tell us what the bottom of the Persian Gulf looks like.
There's that.
in explicit detail, so you'll want to stay tuned for that.
Because it was that boat right there. That did that. But obviously, it's not. I mean, there's going to be other things involved. One of the things we did miss, and the plan is, at least in my mind, to cover it better next year.
Yes.
When it's the 20th anniversary. Is the September 11th.
Yes.
Because we will be able to put more thought into it.
And hopefully I won't be sick this time.
Well, there would be that. But, you know, we haven't put a lot of thought into anything up to this point.
No, it's just been okay, we're rolling with this. And then, okay. And then I usually go away for 4 days and 2 ideas turn into 8. And then by the time me and Richard are done talking, they're 14. And,
To put into perspective,
Richard does this weird thing that I never do and writes shite down. I don't know.
no, to put into perspective on how unprepared we are, the running joke is that people cram the night before the test. Oh, hell no. We record on Mondays, which means I'm on short attention span theater over here getting things ready for the show that we're going to record in a few hours. I crammed the day of the test, okay?
I just need a refresher course, but I'm good. I got this.
Yeah, it's
and when in doubt, okay, Rob, yours.
and we are still thinking about doing a blooper reel.
Oh, yes. We just got to record some of the more interesting moments.
You know, you'll hear Richard being a sailor. Fuck.
No, yes.
What was my line again?
Yeah, that's one of mine.
And it's pathetic when that comes out of my mouth because guess what? I've got it written down in front of me like this.
And then there's crazy me who never uses a script.
And you just go, what? Where were we going to end this? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I blame it on the whole rambling thing.
Yeah. So we are planning some big things here. We're glad that you all joined us for this. We are so happy that it's been well received.
Absolutely. And like I said, in any of our videos or even this live stream, if you have points in history that you would like us to go through, or you would like to be in one of the upcoming radio shows, don't hesitate to message us or leave a comment in the comment section. I check them daily, so they won't go unnoticed. And we're more than willing to work with people. And we're just going to have some fun, learn about points in history, and see where it takes us.
Okay, to give you guys an idea of how things work between this headphone and this one, while he's going on, the thought going through my mind is live stream, history free for all. Ding, 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 ding. It's time to rumble. So, you know, maybe I need some help.
But with that, folks, we're going to end this live stream with what I hope to be a seamless ending by the time we get through this, maybe in December. But
when we finally learn the script after we've done
it. When we finally learn the script that we've beat each other over the head with. But I've been Robert Knowles.
And I've been Richard Simpson.
And until next time, another point of history.
Join us next week for another point in history where we cover whatever. And thank you very much for watching.
Have a good day, folks.